Live at the Paste Studio right now with Caitlyn Smith. Caitlyn, welcome back.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Raleigh, thank you for being here as well. The sound check has sounded great, and we're about to share your music with the internet right now.
Yay!
Yeah,
Thanks,
congratulations
Internet, for listening.
to you. Congratulations in advance because Supernova comes out on March 13th on Monument Records, and we're hearing 4 songs from it today. What's happening first?
Yes. So the first song that we're going to play today is actually the first single out today. You can get it on the internet today.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. It's the song that opens up this record. And here we are. This is a long time coming. Right. Sometimes it feels like I'm dying. Like it's gone black and white and I'm caught in a dream. But I see the birds in the sky, they're half lying. But I'm stuck in this room with just you and me. But the weather's changing right before my eyes. It's been a long time coming. Through the dark, dark night. It's been a long time coming, but I'm gonna be alright. We've danced with the devil under the streetlight. Been to hell and back in the black room. And I wanna change, but don't know what it feels like. Keep having these visions of me without you. It's been a long time coming. Through the dark, dark night. It's been a long time coming, but I'm gonna be alright. Have mercy, please. I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm broken down on my knees. Have mercy, please. Keep praying out loud. God help me find my way out. It's been a long time coming. Through the dark, dark night. It's been a long time coming, but I'm gonna be alright.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Caitlyn. Thank you, Raleigh. It sounds great.
Thanks.
So I know that you've done quite a bit of songwriting throughout your career for some of the biggest names out there. I mean, Dolly Parton, John Legend, Garth Brooks. There's some of the biggest artists that there are. What is that an ongoing thing for you right now, or are you completely focused on writing for Caitlyn Smith? And
Yeah,
if so, like what does that balance look like?
Totally. I'm always writing, and it depends on the day, whether it's for myself or for someone else. And it depends on the season. If I'm in like making a record headspace and making a record mode, or if I'm just writing to just not be bored. And so I hope I still have bucket lists of people that I would love to, have record my songs. So I'll still write songs for other people as long as I live. But yeah, it depends on the day, I guess.
Nice. Can you tell when that day is going to be? Like, is it Google calendared out when or does it just however the mood strikes that morning?
It usually depends. Well, if I'm scheduled to write with another artist, then I like the opportunity to like dig inside their brain and write for them. But if it's just a session with some other collaborators that aren't necessarily like doing their own artist thing, it depends on the day and how I feel when I get there, because writing for yourself is like, it's a different thing. You're not just like putting on a character hat and writing a song that like a sad person would probably sing. Like, when I'm writing for myself, it's really like opening up the vault and kind of like reaching in and like, what do I have that I would like to share, from Caitlyn today. And so, yeah, I don't know when I'm going into the session whether or not, it also depends on like, if I know my collaborators, like that day, my co-writers, like, sometimes having to like explain your whole story to a stranger and then write about it, like great things can happen. And also like, you don't feel like doing that day. So it just depends.
Yeah. Well, I'm enjoying Supernova very much. This collection of songs is wonderful. Hopefully everyone who's watching right now is able to check it out. It comes out, again, congratulations in advance to you. That comes out on March 13th on Monument Records. And we're hearing 3 more songs from it. What's happening second today?
Yes. Yes. The next song I'm going to play is called Put Me Back Together. And it's the first song that we released off of Supernova. It's a song that's a handful of years old, but I've always loved it, and it didn't quite fit on my first record. But when I was going in and looking at the batch of songs for this new record, I was like, yes, this is its time. I write a lot about what I live and what I know, and I've been married 10 years, and it's a beautiful thing to have found your person and found somebody that like knows you through the good and the really bad. And for me, that person right over here, hi Raleigh. Hey, Raleigh. I'm just grateful to like have someone to sweep me up at the end of the day. And so for me, that's a perfect thing to write about. This one's called Put Me Back Together. I ain't ever met nobody who sees the stars the way you do. Nobody that can love me when I'm stumbling around the room. You put your hands on my body and you give me that ooh. And I know that you got me when I'm falling into you. You take me high when I'm dropping low, and you show me places I've never known, even when we're just riding around town getting stoned. Boy, you put me back together again. My Coca-Cola, Hennessy, yeah. Body says you're no good for me, but you're my fucked up remedy. Boy, you put me back together again. Oh, ooh, oh, when you're lying with me on the carwood, sharing cigarette dreams, you make me feel so classy, like I'm an LA queen. And you don't care that I'm broken, you don't care that I'm mean, you just see that I'm golden, like your Jesus piece. You take me high when I'm dropping low, and you show me places I've never known. And when we're just riding around town getting stoned, boy, you put me back together together again. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you tell us about? It sounded like there was a the process of deciding which songs to include on this album might have been a little bit different this time out as opposed to the debut album. It sounded like maybe more like a lot of opportunity to road test was there, and these songs were road tested first. Perhaps can you talk about some of the decisions that went into which songs to include on Supernova?
Yeah, totally. Well, you have your whole life to put together your debut album, and so, I wrote for that forever.
Yeah.
And so I had a lot bigger pool of songs to choose from, but getting in the headspace of writing Supernova, I feel like I wrote a lot, but I wrote with a lot more intention because of being on the road. A ton touring Starfire. I learned a lot about my audience. I learned about what I like to do in a live show, and so the process of choosing songs was more of like I just had more intention of what I wanted to do with this record. But I definitely am always writing, so it is a narrowing process. But I really wanted to make sure that the songs on this record gave me chills at some point. And so, whether it's a lyric or a note that I would sing, I wanted it to move me in some way. And so it had to pass the chills test, right?
Nice. Well, it's working. I mean, your voice gives me goosebumps. It's happening right now. Happened first time. So thanks for coming in and doing that. It's having the appropriate effect. I think you made a lot of wonderful decisions.
Thank you.
And we're only halfway through. We're going to hear 2 more songs.
Yay.
What's coming up third from Supernova?
Yeah. I'm going to play the title track. This was one of the first songs I'd written for the record. And one of those I knew that this is my story. This is me. And I was, I'm a mother of 2 now. Since releasing the last record, I had another kid, and so a lot of life has happened. And so, I was sitting in my back porch watching my kid play, and kind of had this panic of how am I old enough for all of this to have a house and be married and have a kid? And 2 seconds ago, I was just a kid myself, and this is crazy. And so I just started writing, and it became, the whole first verse of the song. And, I kind of crafted these tiny little vignettes that make life really beautiful. And then I wanted to make the chorus something big, bright, and beautiful. And so I took it to my friend Amy Mayo, and we talked about Supernova being the title, and that it's perfect because it's the most intense, most beautiful expression of a star is this supernova, and it's truly how we should all be living our lives, in that most bright and most beautiful way. And so I'm proud of the song. It's really near and dear to my heart. This is Supernova. Will you grow up? Pack it all up in a hand-me-down car. Throw out a wave and you just can't wait for your life to start. You move miles away from your parents, and then you try so hard not to be like them. But then it hits you one day that you miss them like hell. You want nothing more to go home again. Time is like a shooting star, a supernova in the dark. You'll do anything to make it last, but it all goes by so fast. Curly hair and matchbox cars, leave the lights on 'cause you're afraid of the dark. Reaching for my hand when you cross the road. You are my sunshine, and right now you're all mine. I don't know how I'll ever let you go. Time is like a shooting star, a supernova in the dark. You'll do anything to make it last, but it all goes by so fast. Be right here next to me now, and we'll let this world spin round and round. Kiss me and let's just talk here for a while. Time is like a shooting star, a supernova in the dark. You'll do anything to make it last, but it all goes by so fast.
All right. Thanks, Caitlyn. So there's a ton of tour dates. You're going to be at the Apollo tonight and tomorrow up in Harlem, which would be awesome. You played the Apollo before?
Yes.
Okay.
It's magic.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happening. There's a ton of 2-night stands. You're going to be at the Met in Philadelphia, January 30th and 31st. Boston, 2 nights. Chicago, 2 nights. Oakland, LA. It wraps with 3 nights at the Paramount in Denver. I didn't write when that happens, but it does happen at some point. This does wrap. Austin, Texas wants you to come. I don't think there's not any Austin dates this time around. Miami says, please come. I know you're playing Clearwater, so there's a bunch of people.
Clearwater, yeah.
Very much hoping that you come by. Can you talk about the why it is that way? Why there's all these 2-night stands? Why you chose to make it that way? Other than
right,
that you're
so
awesome
I'm
enough that people
opening
want to
for
see it
this
twice.
lovely group named Little Big Town, and they're playing these beautiful, beautiful theaters. I think they're playing 2 nights because they, can fill 2 nights, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Why wouldn't you play 2 nights? I love it because it's like you get to sit in each city and really get to enjoy so much of being on the road. Like you fly in, sound check, play your show, and then you're out the next day. So I'm really looking forward to just enjoying each city. So please send me suggestions of places to go in each place. But yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a perfect pairing. And one of my favorite places to play as a performer is a theater. So yay.
Thanks. Well, thank you. Yeah, there's plenty of opportunity to see. All the dates are up at CaitlynSmith.com, of course. And we've got one more song. You're going to do a 4th off Supernova. What's happening last today?
Ooh, yes. I'm going to leave it with a nice little sexy song. This one's called Feel That Way. The story of this song is that I got together with my friend Ashley Monroe in Nashville on Valentine's Day. We smoked a big joint and wrote a song about our husbands. You've already put me under your spell. You can't tell my heart is on fire, my head is on well, not knowing when I'll see you again, and it's burning me down. The taste of your lips is like the sun on my skin, and I soak it all up and breathe it all in. And the thought of me waking up on your chest is driving me wild. You made me feel like, you made me feel like the shine of a wanna wake up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks for doing this on show day. Have a great show tonight at the Apollo. Have a great show tomorrow night at the Apollo. Thank you, Caitlyn. Thank you, Raleigh, for coming and doing this. It sounded great. And again, best of luck on Supernova. It comes out March 13th on Monument Records. And there are a ton of dates from now until forever. You'll just be on the road playing music, and there are plenty of opportunities for people to see. It's all up at CaitlinSmith.com. So please travel safely between all those dates and enjoy and come back and visit us whenever.
Done. Thank you so much.